Hey everyone, welcome to another week of talking about Steven Universe. Last week we talked about Volume 1, Warp Tour, and this week I read Volume 2, Punching Up, through Hoopla with my library card online. So if you want to read it, it's really good. So the Volume 2 is made up of 4 different stories, and the story that I was really interested in was the last one. So if you read it, it's the one about when they're in the corn maze and they discover the trapdoor. They go down the trapdoor and they discover this monster who happens to be raising some baby raccoons. And they have to decide what are they going to do with the raccoons, what are they going to do with the monster. They show some mercy and they try to find a way to keep people away from the trapdoor so no one will get hurt. But of course the monster grabs someone anyway, so then they have to kind of vanquish the monster. So this is a picture of Garnet punching the monster, and it's becoming the gem they're going to bring back to the house. And then of course Steven is very worried about that because he's very kind and thoughtful, and he wants to make sure the raccoons are okay. So he wants to turn the gem back into a monster, which Garnet agrees to do later that night when everyone's asleep. So this is where all of the gems are floating. Steven's trying to find the monster from that day. And then this is Steven and Garnet putting the gem back in the trapdoor for the raccoons. I thought it would be fun to do an activity. So if you were hypothetically a gem monster raising a very unexpected type of baby animal in a really random, weird place, what kind would you be? And I put a little chart together so we could figure that out. So first, you'd be a gem monster with baby blank. So you think of the first letter of your name and decide which one. So mine is G. So I have baby penguins. And then inside a blank. So we have to think about what month you're born in. And mine is October. So I have baby penguins and a Dave & Buster's, which sounds like a perfect place for penguins to be. So if you want, go through the chart and try to figure out what your character would be, and then you can try to draw it if you want. So I drew mine, drew myself as a weird lizard guy, with some baby penguins, and I'm in Dave & Buster's. So I put some basketballs down here and that little light thing, little machine. Draw more arcade games in the background. So it's kind of fun. You can just mix and match. You can do it with, you can try it out with some of your friends and family members, and just make some really weird, fun drawings. So I hope you enjoy that. And check out the Steven Universe comics on Hoopla. There's a lot on there to read. You can go to the library website and get to the place where you can sign in. And it's really fun. Hope you enjoy it.